Well, hi everybody. My name's Lee Cunningham. I do the radio play-by-play for the Sarnia Sting, and great to have you all assembled here today. Hey, let's face it, there's been a number of great moments surrounding the Sarnia Sting organization over the past few years. A trip to the Western Conference Final a couple of years ago. And I'll tell you what, when you look at the new Hall of Fame wing, when you look at Easton Del Mastro getting his call up to the Chicago Blackhawks, there's so many in a long list of positives for this organization. But today, the focus is on the recently completed 2024 OHL priority selection. Here to discuss, Dylan Sika, the general manager of the Sarnia Sting, team owner David Legwan, and Alessandro Di Lorio, the second overall pick in the Ontario Hockey League draft. Dylan, we'll start it off with yourself. Hey, a lot of very positive comments about Alessandro. Many of the compliments were regarding his compete level, his no-quit attitude, his play away from the puck. What ultimately were the superlatives that this young man possesses that had you select him number 2 overall?
I mean, all those things you mentioned, honestly, right? When we start the process early in September, it's finding not only a skilled player, someone that can skate and make a play. You know, we obviously with the games early on, the puck was always on his stick, and that brings your eyes to him early, and then you start to dig through all the other things, the character, the leadership, and then the fact that he was selected to the Youth Olympics with Hockey Canada. Now we start to know that where we had him on our list was the right spot. And just the fine tuning down the stretch, leading his team, a great team, arguably the best team in Ontario, all the way through to the OHL Cup final. Just an all-around, fun player to watch, and someone that we know is going to leave an impact here in Sarnia.
You cited the Youth Olympics, and obviously you participated in the OHL Cup and was on a very good Vaughan Kings team. Was it his body of work throughout the course of the season, or was it one particular event that really had him shine in the eyes of you and the scouting staff?
I mean, there was many. I mean, I think watching some of those Youth Olympic games and the puck going through the back of the net a few times, we realized, okay, this guy's a goal scorer.
Yeah.
And the feedback even from the Hockey Canada group, his own coaching staff, you just knew you weren't just getting a great player, you're getting an unbelievable teammate, a passionate player, and someone with, an amazing family support, which we're finding out here today as well.
We talked yesterday about the fact some high-end players eligible for this year's OHL priority selection were maybe signing letters of intent elsewhere, but that complication immediately was a race for you guys because you had this player targeted for the second overall pick, and you were able to go out and get him, so it kind of brushed that aside.
That's a huge day for us because that's what we thought right from the beginning, right? And we want players that want to be here, and this is what led us to this. Is you can tell I've got a smile on my face for a reason.
For a couple of days now.
Well, I have. You're right. So, and we all have, right? This is not just me. There's a scouting staff that have been grinding hard over the last number of months, and trust me, we're unified in the excitement. I can tell you.
Alessandro, welcome to the Sarnia Sting organization, the Sarnia community. It's great to have you aboard, you and your family here today, and all the support you have. When you heard and you got the call that you were going to be the second overall pick going to the Sarnia Sting, was it a moment like, boy, I wish opening night was tomorrow instead of a few months away?
Yeah, for sure. It was a great moment yesterday with my family that I had. I've heard great things about the Sarnia Sting organization. Both my coaches played there. Heard nothing but great things. Daniel Siska, Justin DiBenedetto. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get started.
Yeah, that's an interesting twist. You've got some ties to the Sarnia Sting when you factor in Carter Kostic as well, a former Vaughan King. You look at Justin DiBenedetto up there, second in all-time goals in the history of this franchise, 2 90-plus point seasons. Daniel Siska hits 100 points as a member of the Sarnia Sting. What was their reaction to you going to the team they played for at the Ontario Hockey League level?
Yeah, they were as thrilled as I was. I called them right away, and they were really excited. So I'm excited to see them smile. They did a lot for me. So again, I can't wait to get started.
Again, we talked about those superlatives that have kind of come your way. Doesn't cheat the game, never takes a shift off, and all that kind of thing. Is that what sort of built your game? Is that intangible? You have the offensive skills quite obviously by your statistics, but was that what you thought was going to be your biggest calling card in going high in the OHL draft? Was that drive and that never take a shift off attitude?
Yeah, for sure. I might not have my hands or my shot one game. One thing I always bring is my effort. So I think that was a good attribute to my game, and I'm going to continue to bring that to the Sarnia Sting organization.
If I was to tell you you're their highest pick for the Sarnia Sting since Jacob Chickering, what would be your reaction?
I wouldn't believe you. It's been a great couple months, great couple weeks, and to hear that name being paired with mine, it's an honor.
David, in your views of this player, what impressed you the most?
Same as obviously Dylan and our staff. I mean, competitive, complete, all-around talent, I think. And obviously, you say Justin is up there, and hopefully he's above that when his Sarnia Sting career is over. And you know, high hopes, high expectations, and that's what comes with being a second overall pick. And we're excited to have him. His family obviously is excited to be here, and can't thank them enough. And we're excited to get started.
David, you're a high pick at the OHL level with the Plymouth Whalers going in the top 10. What's the best piece of advice you can give Alessandro, being a high pick of his own this day?
I mean, keep your nose down and your head down and grind and have fun with it. I think, you know, be a good teammate, be a good person, and play the right way. And obviously with Al and Dylan, and they built a culture and a team and something around here that's growing every day and every month and every week. And it's exciting. I think it's a huge thing. Obviously last year wasn't what we wanted, and you know, picking second, we don't want to pick second again. That's something we try to instill, get better every year, and move forward and those types of things. So keep playing the way you do, compete, be competitive, and play the right way, and good things will happen.
David, you touched on the health of the franchise. I mean, 4,000 people in this building became commonplace. It became the place to be on a Friday night in Sarnia throughout the course of the season, even dating back to last year. And I commented, yes, that run to the Western Conference Final was massive in terms of the outreach of this organization, but it's been building for a while. Good things have been happening. The new dressing room, the Hall of Fame wing. We look around this building and all the murals saluting players from yesterday. Where is your position on the health of the organization right now as the owner of this team?
Good. I mean, you compliment a lot of people, but it goes down to Dylan, Al, Jake, Val, all the people in the office that work so hard every day, Gord, you know, all these people behind the scenes that do work every day. It's you know, Dylan and Al with the hockey team, the business side of it, all that stuff, and making it somewhere to be on a Friday night, a Saturday night, for these kids to excel and get to their next goal. I say this vaguely, we don't want him here for 4 years, I want him here for 2 years.
Yeah.
Because that means he's achieving his goal and he's gone. So the health of the franchise is great. It's the people of Sarnia that make it great, and it's kids like this that get to come in here and play in front of the fans and do the right things and play the right way and be there for kids in the community and those types of things.
Alessandro, the Youth Olympic Games, how big of a springboard was that for you in terms of drawing attention to yourself? I mean, it's a high-profile event. You have 6 goals in the event. A lot of people said you were one of the best players at that particular tournament. How much did that sort of reinforce your stock as a top-end talent?
Yeah, I mean, going into the tournament, I don't think I was one of the guys that they were going to rely on. Came in as third line, but again, I brought my effort every night. That led me to my success in that tournament, and I'm looking to do the same here.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It's those little springboards that add up. How much are you looking forward to playing some of your old Vaughan Kings teammates next year at the OHL level?
Yeah, I can't wait. They've been with me for a long time. I don't like seeing them in another jersey, but it'll be good to see them again and play against them.
What is your hope for the offseason, Dylan, for this group? You brought a young group in last year. They battled right to the end, right up until that 3-0 shutout against the Flint Firebirds to unfortunately end this season, in the regular season. But what is your primary hope, focus-wise, for your group, both veterans and young players like Alessandro in the summer?
The honest answer to that, Leroy, is some rest. We've been grinding away, but no, truthfully, we're like David touched on. We never want to pick at this spot again, and we shouldn't for a while. There's no question. This is a massive day, you know, for Alessandro and his family. There's a few other draft picks that we're really excited about too. We're going to focus our energy on a few of those, and a little off season. There's probably some tinkering. No question, you know, Al and the coaches, we've talked a lot about some needs that we have. We're going to celebrate this one for a while, and we'll get to work. Give me a week.
Yeah,
and then we'll
you deserve it. You deserve it. Yeah, a little R&R I think is most appropriate. How important is it right now for a forward to be versatile from the standpoint that Alessandro can play center or wing?
It was huge. It was huge. I mean, right shot center, we call them unicorns. They're almost impossible to find. That was, I mean, right from the beginning. That's why we had him where we had him. And yeah, the versatility for sure. But to find a right shot center that we know will be a pillar here for, like David said, whether it be 2 or 4. Yeah, it's massive.
Dylan, just before we wrap it up, any talk of a mini camp coming up? Anything set in stone there?
May 3rd and 4th, we'll run an orientation. All of our picks will be here, and obviously not here. Progressive Auto Sales under some renovation, but they'll be in the city of Sarnia for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, strength in numbers is the motto of this franchise these days, and those numbers just got stronger with this OHL priority selection. We welcome all the players that are coming in. We look forward to that early May camp that Dylan alluded to. And again, good days ahead for the Sarnia Sting organization. And I'd be remiss if I didn't invite Barry Wright and Mark to maybe ask a question to the panel if they so wish.
Alessandro, welcome and congratulations. It's been expressed obviously that your 2 coaches, Coach Siska and Ivan Adino, both played in this city. What have they told you as far as what you need to work on in order to make that jump from AAA hockey to the OHL?
Yeah, obviously players in the OHL are bigger and stronger, so I'm going to continue to work out, be on the ice to get bigger and stronger. He said always bring your effort to the game. He said your hands and your shot might not be there every night, but you can always bring your effort. So that's what I'm going to continue to do.
And what have they told you about, obviously, I mean, that was a number of years ago they played here. What have they told you about the franchise, about the city, about the support, that sort of thing? What sort of conversation?
Like in Vaughan, they build a family. Sarnia builds a family as well. So I think Sarnia will be a great group of guys, as they've told me many times, and I'm looking forward to get started.
And Lee mentioned, obviously, Carter Kostick played with the Vaughan Kings. He's an 07, you're an 08. Have you had a chance to play with him through the years, like 1 year up, or what have you?
Yeah, a year before this year, I got to play with him a couple times. He's a special talent, but a better guy. So I'm looking forward to see him soon and get working.
And Ryan Brown, the other 07, do you know Ryan at all?
I don't know Ryan, but I've heard really good things about him. A great hockey player, better person. So again, I'm looking forward to meet him.
When I look back, and maybe Dylan can correct me if I'm wrong, when I look back, the last Vaughan King player that I found that the Sting drafted was in 2017. That was Ashton Reeser. Do you know Ashton by chance? Do you know the family? Have you had any conversations with him?
I've not. I haven't heard anything about him. So.
Okay. And do you have any sort of, obviously you have a large family here. Do you have any connections to the area? Do you have any aunts, uncles, cousins, what have you?
No, not family. I got a lot of friends though. Some guys on my team live in Sarnia. Gage Brandon, another good friend of mine. So yeah.
I was going to ask you about Gage. Obviously, he's from Petrolia, not far from here.
Yeah.
Drafted by Flint, so you get a chance to play him, 10 times next year?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys will get to know each other really well. Tell us what you can about Gage's game and how it might translate to the OHL as well.
Yeah, he's a really great player. Uses speed a lot. OHL level shot. He's going to translate well to the next level. I'm looking forward to see what we can do next year.
And obviously a tough break in the OHL Cup with his collarbone injury. And that was maybe one of the reasons you guys weren't able to grab that goal.
Yeah, he's a pure goal scorer, and yeah, we definitely missed him in that game.
And as far as here in Sarnia is concerned, if you like through your minor career, Silver Stick, and did you ever play here in Sarnia as far as minor hockey is concerned?
No, I have not. I've came up here to watch a couple Sarnia games. Atmosphere is great in the rink, so I like to see the other side of it, me actually playing in it. So it'll be great.
And I don't want to preempt obviously what's going to happen with your jersey here, but is 17 kind of your preferred number as far as the state is concerned? And has that always been your number through the years?
That's more of but yeah, I'm pretty
It's
sure.
been earmarked. How's that?
Yeah.
It's been earmarked.
It's been earmarked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is there a reason for 17? Like, is that Wendell Clark? I mean, what's the reason for 17?
No player actually. Me and my mom share a birthday on the 17th of March, so that's
Nice.
That's the
Love it.
that's the reason.
All right.
Well, again, thank you for coming out. We really, really appreciate it very, very much. Hey, oh, do you want to go, Mark? Oh, sure, absolutely.
Actually, before I forget, you mentioned joining the state family. Just how many of your own family members do you have from dad's?
Yeah, some of my dad's side and my mom's side. Could have brought a bit more, but that would have been a little bit of a stretch.
Home opener though.
But yeah, they're really supportive.
That's right.
I'm glad for them to be here today.
When it comes to Dylan after the draft, you mentioned obviously a great goal scorer, but you emphasize you make your teammates better. How do you do that in your life?
I'm always around. I'm supportive to wingers, defensemen. Always be close to you. I'm kind of your out, so whenever my teammates need me, I'm there for them, supportive.
Dylan said that you got one of the best teams in Ontario for the last couple of years. Now you're coming from a nice building. Obviously, get better next year. What is that kind of transition like for you?
My dad was the manager of the Vaughan team. He did a great job of recruiting great guys. Dylan does the same. There's a lot of great guys in this team. I'm looking forward to build with them and create a new family and a new chapter.
It's really been sort of a championship winner, contender every single year. How do you look at taking that and bring it to the same?
Yeah, like you said, I like to make my teammates better. I'm going to try and do that here to make everyone better around me and hopefully good enough to win a championship here in Sarnia.
All right, that wraps everything up. Again, thank you very much for coming out here today. Safe travels on your way back home. We look forward to seeing you come early May. And once again, enjoy the off season. Hey, Sarnia Sing Hockey will be back before you know it. Thanks again.